So battle of the chokers, and who's going to choke it first? Now White's going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counted, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is.
System of Oracle with Mandem coming in out with War Machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point. Make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill rounds, finds the value, Simsy puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, G1 wins, and BDX are gonna raise supreme once the game.
Formation's gonna be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just scroll, finds Bello down. It's literally all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things down as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. You see, 2 players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain. Class 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze. More round cushion there. See my distance. I run to the soon Squeeze. You see, Squeeze, check your corners. You will lose. And
On the side left.
Indeed. Now, as you say on the side left, and the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flank.
One Trevor's in for the trade. Simpsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge. It's start and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone. All they need is 12 more on the point. Any of that to happen, they have control of the hill, they have control of this game, and now it is only a matter of
a battle of the chokers, and we're going to choke it first. But now white scorer going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counted, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is.
System of awesome with Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point, make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill round, finds a value, 70 puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, G1 wins, and BBX are gonna raise supreme once again on us.
Information's gonna be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just Squall finds Bello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. You see, the 2 players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Bane, Glasgow 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work. And now it's a 1v1. Bane versus Squeeze. More round cushion there. Save my distance. My run to the soon. Squeeze. You see, Squeeze, check your corners. You will lose. And
On their side left.
indeed. Now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop. That's a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flank.
One Trevor's in for the trade. Simsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge. It's not and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone, all they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game. And now it is only a matter of
battle of the chokers, and who's going to choke it first? Now my scorer going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counted, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is.
System of all from this man them coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point, make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill round, finds the value, 70 puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, G1 wins, and BDX are gonna raise supreme once again on us.
Formation's gonna be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just Squall finds Bello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things down as they take this game, searching the
positioning himself. You see, two players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain, class 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze, more round cushion there. See my distance, my run to the soon Squeeze. You see, Squeeze, check your corners. You will lose. And
on their side left.
Now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flank.
One turns in for the trade. Simpsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's start and go. He had to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone, all they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game, and now it is only a matter of
chokers. So battle the chokers, and who's going to choke it first? Now white scorer going to get to that beat somehow. 344 and counting, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hell, and it might be GG's and good night. It is.
System of Oracles. Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point. Make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill rounds, finds the value, 70 puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, 2-1 wins, and BBX are gonna rage to play once again.
Formation's gonna be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just finds Bello down. It's Italy all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things down as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. You've seen 2 players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain Glass 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze, more round cushion there. This is my distance. My run to the soon Squeeze. You see, Squeeze, take your corners. You will lose. And
On their side left.
Indeed. Now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flank.
One turn is in for the trade. Simpsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's start and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone, all they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game, and now it is only a matter of
APS is back with the hottest Call of Duty mobile action for all of you to enjoy on this fine Friday evening. AR joined by Black Matter for our series today. I'm so excited to get into this one, Black Matter.
Of course, it's another day to witness what these teams have for us, man. It's been wonderful day 1, wonderful day 2, and day 3 is where we currently are, and we're going to be hosting and casting this banger of matches, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Kicking it off with UAHMT versus Cyclone Gaming. Can't wait to go down with this one. Many other matches coming your way as well. In fact, we have some fancy little graphics in case you missed out on those first 2 days. We have that overall board, but let's go through the tournament schedule over here. So much more days to come. 4 more days over here to go ahead and witness Call of Duty Mobile at its finest here for Africa.
Man, just look at those calendar, guys. Mark your calendars on your phone if you haven't already, because trust me, you might regret it if you don't. Those dates will be the days worth remembering, guys. But of course, we have to ask the question, how do we get here? How did we get to the league phase, which we are currently? Of course, you go through the Challenger Series first, and the top 2 teams secure their spot for the Gulag playoffs, and they move towards the Gulags, which, well, we just witnessed. And 2 teams came out from the Gulag victorious, and of course, onto the league phase where we currently are.
Absolutely. The league phase has been showing up and showing out so far. I've had a blast watching all of this. And of course, we have that table to showcase what has happened here so far, ladies and gentlemen. Paradox sitting atop it all. 6 points. Cyclone right there as well, right behind ASG. Half of that in 3rd points, alongside CYC at 7. Eclipse Gaming over with 2, matching UAH. Ascend and Mighty Order going to close off that leaderboard over there with 1 point to their names each. And we do have our player lineups as well over here, Black Man.
Yeah, man, we gotta talk about these guys, man. The Cyclone Esports, of course. And man, coming all the way from South Africa, you've got Simsy, Danny, the hyper carry for the team, Jam, Logan as well. We see Migdo Slayer plays when it comes to cutting them off from the hard point. Nondi, arguably one of the top players when it comes to shotgun plays. But then we've got Logan on the other side, yo. That man is someone you should not overlook. Danny on his hand as well with that war machine. And operator skills and on the side of the board, man. Cyclone, these guys, they seem to have it right now, being number 2 on the board. And of course, look at UAH Monarchs, man.
I mean, Badman and Save. I mean, I've seen these guys go absolutely ham. Then you throw Michael in there as well. It's going to be an absolute banger to kick us off in our first best of 3 for this evening. And of course, best of 3, we have to go ahead and show you guys those maps that these top tier competitors are going to be going ahead and battling on. Let's go ahead and check that out. We are gonna first of all see this. I love this graphic over here. Simsi up against Michael. We have the full stat line over here, and look at that KD, Black Man.
Hi man, it's a ridiculous KD, man. Almost a 2 point, 1.86, and you know it's showing because on day 2 this man pulled almost an ace, almost wiped out the Sierra 7 lineup in a single S&D round in slums. That was day 2. That wasn't too long ago. If you missed that match, you're gonna go back and watch that because that was a banger of a match for UAH. Michael, the GOAT, and this man has been in 3 different teams in 3 different seasons of the APS, but still the performance still consistent. But of course, look at the team performances here, man.
Absolutely, 122 for that KD over towards Cyclone, and of course that 21 match wins as well. They know how to win these, they know how to play around it, and they're going to give it their all over here. No slowing down. As I always say, all gas, no brakes with it. Let's take a look at that maps now. Kicking off is our hard point over on Takeoff. We then move to the tactical map that everyone has to have played on at least once, the firing range. Then we're going to end things off in Control over on Crossroads. And I'm just going to say it. Usually we have one map that is a little bit more low key for our teams. With these 2 teams, this is going to be pure chaos all the way.
Starting with hard point Takeoff, that's one of the maps where you know very well that rotations will matter. I can't emphasize. I got the P1, it's wide open. Preds are for you, vulnerable to Preds, you're vulnerable to the nades. And then you've got the P2 as well. They rotate over. Now you're not vulnerable to Preds, but of course you are vulnerable to being locked out. You're vulnerable to those Slayer plays, and that's one thing that Cyclone really know how to play, especially Logan. Eyes on that man, because when you see that man actually rotating, you have to be careful that you don't go in and end up being casualties, and well, you get spawned far away from the hill.
Well, in the chat, we want to know what your guys' predictions are going to be for this. And, you know, we actually get to give our predictions too. Thing is, Black Matter, I met these guys over at a LAN earlier on this year, actually a month ago. I dapped them up. I felt the confidence vibrating through my own nerves. I have to go with Cyclone for this one. I mean, looking into Simsi's eyes, even a month ago, you could see the urge to dominate every single COD mobile lobby that man gets into.
Honestly, man, it's clear the performance have been consistent. Although in the South African land, though, Cyclone did come out number 2 with ASG number 1 according to the Carry First World Champs. You know, UAHMT though number 1 in the East, so you know it's understandable the production will go for that. But personally, I want to go for Cyclone, man. I've seen Danny, I've seen Simsi, I've seen Logan. These boys, they put in the work.
You know, Cal's somewhere furious in the chat right now. I need to pull up that chat and see how furious he is that we've both gone ahead and voted for Cyclone. But now only time will tell who's going to walk away victorious in our first series of the evening here, ladies and gentlemen. As the players load into the map, currently load into the lobby, I can't wait to get into this action, man.
Yeah, same here, man. Honestly, so we're gonna start with hardpoint on Takeoff. Like we did say, guys, hardpoint is a mode where you don't only get the kills, you play for the point. The moment you got the point, you have to make sure you hold on to it and get as much time as possible. Look at that start on Batman from UAHMT. It's 1.19 KD, 144 kills, and of course 3 MVPs.
3 MVPs, man. You're going to want to keep that streak going. Get a 4th one right here as well. Look at the beautiful flyover of our beautiful starting map here. Map 1, ladies and gentlemen, out of our 3 here today. Remember, firing range up next. And then we have Crossroads for Control after that. What do you think the scoreline is going to be over here for Cyclone versus UAHMT?
It could be a 2-1. I want to go for a 2-1, right? Don't forget, this is the best, in the East. UAH, we don't want to write them out so quickly because, they might not. Cyclone might not be number 1 right now in SC, but trust me, these guys have been consistent in the APS. And of course, we get straight into the game. But I want to ask you as well, your own predictions for the scoreline will be, man.
You took the words out of my mouth, so now I have to be different, right? No, I'm not Cal. I would say that 2-1 as well over there. I think they are looking so extremely strong within this that I think it's going to be a 2-1 no matter what. But we get into our hard point immediately. And now finally Cyclone getting on the point. UAHMT managing to get that point first on. Nades and gunfire going ahead and closing out Cyclone, locking them out just a little bit. But Cyclone now back on the point. But doing everything that they can is UAHMT to get back on hill number 1 over here.
Yeah, fun fact here, the last time UAH actually played on this map, right? I think they were playing against 07. And, there was a little server diff and all that. And, well, let's just say the scoreline wasn't exactly the funniest. But now they play against Cyclone, and that doesn't seem to be a problem for them right now. So both teams can go full gun blazing in the match here. Danny, of course, speaking of it, 2 keys. They need helps with that. Raging Falls seems to be taken down. And the next hill will come out. We're out of the fountain. Of course, we go into the next hill. Vulnerable to those nades and those outplays, man.
21-17, and yeah, you mentioned those nades. We're going to see a lot of it flying through that window in just a second. Over here, Cyclone get that point right off the bat, but 10 seconds later, UAHMT not only take it for a bit, but they then go ahead and counter and challenge the contest. In fact, they are going to come out victorious on that contest as well. Nades not going the way of Cyclone right now, bouncing off and not getting any picks. Simpsy jumping through the window, manages to find one. Contest is still there, and somehow UAH Monarchs are still on this point with 30 seconds left.
Speaking of time, man, we're also going to talk about those kills. Badman, 10 kill mark, highest in the whole lobby. And now look at the man, goes in with the equalizer there, looking for a double, maybe a double. That's 1 down, that's a double confirmed. And now we go scouts the area to pick up that triple. Maybe 4, since the 4th one. But no, this says you've done enough and shuts him down. It's 5 seconds, and Cyclone milks the scraps.
Overheating just a little bit over there, and Nundi going to be granted that kill at the end. But look at that kill feed, bright blue for the most part over here. UAH Monarchs are absolutely rolling through Cyclone, setting them back to their spawns and getting as much as they can off of those hills. Speaking of hills, hill number 3 over here, 50 seconds in left on it, and UAH Monarchs again on the point. There's the War Machine gonna find one, but eventually taken out as well. Tempest in the hand of Saver as well is gonna find 1, is gonna find 2, is gonna find 3 on top of that. Claw over on Raging as well. This is an absolute massacre for Cyclone.
No kidding, man. Just up skills, really milking out the value there. If you're UAHMT, you want to keep up that pressure. The smokes are out in 21 seconds. Make that 20. Danny, they try to break in. That's the War Machine. If there's any operator skill that can help that with that, they need to be thrown in. But they shut down Twix. Switchblade, and now Logan. The Switchblade in return. Twix and the double there with his own Switchblade. Raging puts down Logan as well. They want to try for it, but Simpsy cuts them off and find one. And now he's holding it through. That's one thing about Cyclone we didn't see. They know how to make those Slayer plays, and they know how to zone out UAHMT. They are above the 100-point mark, but they gotta be careful. Look at Danny. He's playing with a Slayer, but they take him off guard. Michael, the GOAT, puts him down with a nade, and now Batman. Logan gets a double. That's Simpsy as well. Finding more. Logan gets a triple. Cyclone, they finally get the hill.
Cyclone couldn't even get any scrap points over on P3 over there. Now we move to P4. 40 seconds left, and Cyclone finally getting that points up. They have to be forced off that point. Simpsy dropping down, looking with the claw to go ahead and push back the opposition. Manages to do so for just a second. A couple more claw shots to end that skill through. 109-53 is where we stand. Monarchs on the point again. The contest comes through, but barely Cyclone gets on it. 20 seconds and ticking. This is not enough for Cyclone. They need to do so much more as we get ready to rotate to the next hill.
That's what I feel. P1 on Fountain, man, you gotta ask the question. Cyclone are slowly catching up. Nundi picking up a 3-piece for men. I wonder what the call-outs will be like for UAHMT right now. Whether they're panicked that they're closing in on the lead for Cyclone, or they're still calm. Let's go for a listening in for UAH.
One more ticket.
Top
you two.
Pushing.
We bomb dead. Doubles.
Ticket was two tickets, one bot car.
Spawn red. Come.
I'm going seaside.
One more tickets. One more
Seaside, one
ticket.
HD.
Nice. Ticket in the corner.
Take time.
On the right. On the right.
Me too.
Steve.
On top scap,
Up seaside.
Michael.
Ticket.
Two blue, boys, two blue.
I'm picking up. I got time.
Yo, one
I
point,
got
two.
Doubles.
Slow. 2 point low.
Oh my goodness,
I mean,
man.
the comms
That
coming out
was-
there, man.
Yeah, man, you can tell that UAH, these guys, man, they are staying locked in despite what the scoreline is looking like, man.
I mean, I like that though, right? You always keep the pressure up because you never know when it can turn around. Look, in that moment, Cyclone up to 97 points. UAHMT only now climbing from the 114. Cyclone seem to have found a little bit of footing right now. So I wonder what their comms are like. Let's actually take that listen in really quickly.
Too deep.
Spare on you.
Deep one shot. So deep is on shot.
Oh, one more on the ticket stairs, side of you. He ran out of ticket, he ran out to ticket.
Yo, one tap, right side.
ATM.
Boys.
He's dead.
Nice.
Go push up.
One shot.
Dead.
Danny. Come on. There's still more. 2 more.
He's weak, yeah, they're weak.
One flank, ticket
They
stage.
Other side, ticket side. Go focus on spawn.
One deep.
Nice.
One deep.
Fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
30s, 2 30s deep.
Doubles dead.
Don't make sure we advertise.
Bottom scap.
Coming ATM. Bottom
Nice, boys.
ATM.
Go play you.
Ticket stairs.
Link cut with Logan.
There's one in blue. Nice, good shot, boys.
Okay, I'm going now.
Dead. Go on you.
Slightly calmer comms coming out of Cyclone over there, even though they are 50 points behind right now. But still that chemistry between these players. You can hear it through the clarity of those comms right there.
And honestly, to be honest, I gotta give it to Cyclone, man. They are just making sure the communication is effective. The communication is, precise. Valid comms, valid call outs. Just making sure that they keep the pressure as well on their end, just like UAHMT are on their side. But then look at Logan go wild with that equalizer, picking up a triple, and maybe 4 by the side, maybe 5. Who gets put down immediately. Now Sam comes up with the 10% and say, maybe I can do it as well, but only picking up a double. UAHMT are still in the lead.
163 to 118 is the scoreline. Contest now on point and going back and forth between the teams as well. Currently, UAHMT going to be holding that point down for the last 10 seconds over here. Nundi falling over there. Daniela looking to go trade that out. Badman trades that one out even further. Look at the kills. Badman on 41 currently within our first map over here. P4 about to unlock. 120 is where Cyclone stands within this. 51 points behind their competitors, their opposition over here. But they get themselves on the hill first. They start to rack those points up just a little bit as they get that first 10 seconds and counting for this hill.
One of the contests that has actually been very, very strong for Cyclone and dominating is going to be this hill. They've had very, very strong hold on it. UAHMT couldn't seem to break in. They make Slayer plays, they make Pincer plays, and now Twix as well. He comes with a Sparrow, who comes out, picks up 3. Jump falls, Danny now added to the tally. Michael gets that one. Raging takes out Simsy. UAHMT breaks in and says you held it long enough. Michael gets a double sub, rips off Cyclone away from the hill completely. And now the sides have turned. UAHMT are now the one dominating that hill.
What a clinical switch out of the boys in blue over here. And they get those scrap points as well, approaching that 200 mark. As we run it back, ladies and gentlemen, back to hill number 1, P1, about to unlock. And at this point in time, Cyclone needs to do everything that they can. Pull out every strat from the handbook that they possibly can over here to get onto the point. Raging, not gonna let that happen. Not one bit. Finally goes down. But has he burnt enough time over here? As now the contest comes through, and UAHMT are still the ones to initially get on that point.
Yeah. And now we go to a wide open hill. It's P1 on Fountain. And well, you're vulnerable to breads, you're still vulnerable to those things, but there's a lot of smoke and now a lot of throws. But Raging says I can still get those kills in spite of everything. Now 10% Saab finds one, that's a shock dart. Saab might find a double, since the man doesn't miss. Maybe a triple, since Simsy and Ansim as well. What makes him 4? And they put him down immediately and says you've almost gotten us wiped out. 200-point mark. UAHMT, they are really close now to the target point.
We went from an 80-point difference to just over 50 over here, but UAHMT not gonna let that point slip for any second. Look at Michael sliding through, clearing out those scrap points. Not a single point left to Cyclone right now, and they have to go ahead and get P2 immediately. They get a couple of points over here. The contest comes through strong right now. War Machine as well on board, coming through that window, and the clear comes through. UAHMT now pushing up to the point. 45 seconds and ticking over here. They may go ahead and win it on this point, actually on the next point. Not enough to go ahead and win this one right here as they approach the 220 mark. Not even going to get there, as Cyclone doing everything they can to fight back. Claw in Simpsy's hand right now to go ahead and at least maybe secure some points for the boys in yellow over here. You can see fighting through, looking hopeful for that kills. But UAHMT, they might just let this go through. They might be playing for that next point already.
Man, the equalizers and the claw plays right now, that P2, you know, that's the thing about the claw. The bullets do ricochet, and if you can take advantage of it in a closed hill like this, you can potentially get some of those kills, collateral damages as well. But then 220, 30 more points for UAHMT. They're almost there. The next hill might just be it. If they're able to hold on to it, it's going to be the Aurora room. That's going to be the next hill they're going to rotate onto. And they're making the Slayer play. Slap comes out. The Switchblade almost finds the double. Saves the man and will not get that double. Jump denies him. Aurora room opens up. And now UAHMT already milking it out. It's Raging. Who rages? Forget puts down. Calm down. 233, 186, 40 more points. And Sam comes out with that Tempest to put them down. Cyclone, they're trying to break in. They're trying what they can, but UAH hold is too strong. Danny is trying his best to respawn, goes back in there for Raging. They're holding on to it, but the Cyclone cannot break it. The wind is strong enough. UAH Monarchs, 2 more points, 1 more point, and it is GG's. The hard point on takeoff goes to UAH.
Cyclone to mission control. Monarchs go ahead and get the absolute sweep on that final hill to push them up to a 1-0 lead. What a game to kick us off here on this Friday evening, Black Matter. An absolute showout as we look at the 56 kills over on Badman, literally picking up everyone that he possibly can on the team, putting them on their shoulders, and even then they were still racking up their own kills from up on that shoulders. 49 for Save and 46 for Michael as well. Absolutely insanity for our first game here on Hardpoint.
No kidding, man. No kidding. You put it well. I couldn't have put it better myself, honestly. Badman, they're one of the Garena players, but look at the stats. The stats say everything. 194 impact, 56 bomb, 1 man. The highest in the whole lobby, including Cyclones on side as well. And man, you gotta commend those guys. They played well. UAH Monarchs, they stayed locked in spite of the pressure. I mean, there were times where we thought Cyclone could actually make a comeback. They held well onto those hills, especially that P4. They held onto it, but UAH said, you know what? We saw you do this before. We adapted to that, and that's exactly what they did. 187 to 50. The scoreline says what we need to know.
I mean, that's a bad man right there over on Hardpoint, but now we got to get a little bit more clinical, a little bit more methodical over on Firing Range. Search and Destroy coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see if Simpsy can have that control and composure that we usually see come through over here, and this could be Cyclone's first point on the board over here. We did say 2-1. Are we going to witness that, or is UAH Monarchs just gonna run with this momentum that they found?
Man, when it comes to S&D, now things slow down. It's no hard point. There's no respawns. You die, you're going to the next round. You gotta take it slow. You gotta play it strategic. There are things that matter more than the kills. For example, planting the bomb, defusing the bomb, picking up the bomb. These things matter more than the kills you want to get. But then, of course, we did see on day 2, UAHMT's Michael getting 4 kills on S&D against Sierra 7, almost picked up the ace in a single round. Even when it comes to those skills, we know the GOAT is capable. And now we see him in under S&D, but then the eye is not on him, it's on Sav. Look at those stats for him, man.
103 on the KD, 170 kills. My God, will we see that number rack up to close to that 200 over here? Absolutely incredible. And of course, that MVP once over there wants to go ahead and make that a higher number, of course, within this firing range loading in, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're just tuning in, god damn, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because if that was the first game that we witnessed, there's so much more codm action coming to you very soon. We've seen all the dates early on, but for now, let's get into our S&D here on firing range. And in fact, it's going to be UAHMT that picked up that first kill. Numbers advantage now to them, as Nundi, the first one to fall. Spray through coming, and the wall bangs, but cannot find that final shot. Maybe this nade will go ahead and assist that, as bomb now does get planted, and 40 seconds means that the pressure has been reverted onto Cyclone.
Yeah, and Jilka Jam, though, Locus Electron is the same weapon that Michael used to get that 4-piece. And now Cyclone now wielding it themselves. We're gonna wait for it. Jam taking his time. That's one thing about firing range. You know, you can easily get those wall bangs. Very, very fragile obstacles there. But then the man is spotted now. See themselves. SKS finds one, and now the pistol. Michael resorts to it. Puts out Simsy. Batman falls. Twix falls. Danny. Triple kill with the SKS. They go for the defuse. Cyclone! Oh my god! Michael! Locus Electron! But they put him down. And UAH somehow salvaged that round.
That was a wall bang on top of it, by the way. That was a wall bang snipe on top of it from Michael. Absolute insanity. That is crazy over there. As it is going to be UAHMT that pick up that first round. Let's see if they can walk with this momentum. Let's see if Michael can get a couple more of those schmexy kills that we love to see over here. Nundi again falling first. Simsy close after as well. It's a 5v3 situation. Danielo looking for that wall bang again over here to maybe go ahead and get some space, but Logan falls in the meantime. It's a disastrous round so far for Cyclone. 2 men standing. German Danielo, the last 2 against a full, healthy Monarchs team over here. What can you possibly do in this situation? A couple of wallbang attempts coming out, but Raging going to go ahead and clear that immediately, and a clinical, clean round. Team ace out of UAHMT to get a second one on board.
I am actually I am trying my best to believe what the scoreline is looking like right now. But hey, got 9 target points, so they still got time. But the nades, man, the nades did damage Nondi there, but he's able to heal back up. Logan walks into a bad spot, and now Batman taking out the trade comes through. Twix falls, Danny finds one, Nondi finds a double in this round alone. Cyclone might just be back, and now so cool. Danny falls, Seth finds the kill, and now 1v3, they flip up the script and say you've taken back-to-back rounds. It's our turn.
No, Logan had me a little bit worried over there, sliding into a full firing squad here on firing range, but Cyclone managed to go ahead and get that point on board. They've effectively slowed down the momentum of Monarchs right now. Do you think they can keep their own momentum snowballing, as Simpsy going to get traded out by Raging off that kill on Bad Man? That's a massive kill right there, but Michael still alive within this, still has that Locust in hand on top of it. And in fact, it is going to be Cyclone. They get a couple more eliminations. One of them being Michael, leaving them in a 4v2 situation with numbers advantage right now. And Raging, waiting for the angle, hoping and praying that they peek, but they're peeking from behind already, brother. And that's going to be a second round. You talk about back-to-backs over there. There's a back-to-back for Cyclone as they tie up the points.
It's their turn, man. It's their turn. And the statement is already being made. Logan whips out that shotgun. Whenever you see Logan on the shotgun, run. That's the only thing that I'm going to say to you. But we're getting to round 5 now. It's 5v5, pun intended. Of course, the smoke's been thrown, and now Nondi might just walk into a bad spot. And yes, he does. Batman puts him down immediately. And now, Batman, of course, the collateral comes through. Sims finds the double. The wall bang finds Sev. Michael whips out that Locus Electron, the absolute killer weapon for him. 4v2. They do not have numbers advantage. UAHMT going to have to play this one strategic.
Oh, yeah, but are they going to? I mean, Michael, we've seen, like you said, that 4K come through from Michael just a couple of days ago. And happen again over here. Can this entire reverse come through in this 4v2 situation? Just over a minute left on the clock. And I mean, look how slow everything has been pushed towards right now. Clinical, methodical within this. As the slow push over towards B right now from Michael does come through. So cautious within this. Michael spots out where Logan is, but Logan absolutely flicks with that shotgun. Now looks to get a second, cannot do so. SKS will find the kill for Raging. And looked for the second one over there, but has to fall back. Has to retreat over here. And oh my god, timing in action. Raging still alive, just peeking through the doorway, barely, but eventually will fall on the B side. A third round for Cyclone. Black Matter, talk me through your thoughts right now, man.
Man, you can tell that Danny is already locked in, man. Danny is locked in, guys. The stats say what you need to know. 6 kill mark, highest in the whole lobby. And Nondi following through with that 5 kill mark, second highest. Of course, when these two are put together, and then you add Logan with that shotgun to the mix, you know, Cyclone definitely are trying to take things under control here. They have the lead now, but UAHMT though, they took 2 back-to-back rounds when things started. But look at Jam though, the wall bang from Michael, that come through. They lose one member there. Cyclone, not a good start.
This could be the round needed for UAHMT to go ahead and tie us up once again. I mean, we knew this was going to be quite a close one to kick us off here on firing range on our SND. And it's proving to be that way, a 5v4. And again, just 70 seconds left on that clock. There's a couple more fall over there. Logan going to find 2. In fact, Logan going to be picking up that sniper as well. Danny going to go ahead and find out Steve. Now in that 2v3 situation, UAHMT somehow falling within this, losing that momentum over here. Logan finding another one on Bad Man. It's disastrous right now as Michael, man alone, has the GS in hand to go ahead and attempt a clutch up. Pulls back with that comfortable locus, but does not spot Danny over there. And we talk about momentum. This is momentum right now for the boys in blue.
Man, speaking of the M word, UAHMT, in quotes, not exactly finding that M word right now. They started off well with that M word, but right now it's not that. But look at Danny though, the consistency, the persistence. He's trying for that wall bang with that SKS, but that doesn't seem to be coming through. They're taking this on a little bit slow, round 7. The bomb picked up yet, not planted though. UAHMT has gotten that task, but then look at the positioning there of Nondi. It's in between 2 players, they're flanking him, but I don't think he knows that. But Danny moves through, SKS, his trusty weapon, climbs through the obstacle, maybe a good spot. Michael finds Jam, that's 1 player put down, 4v5. Numbers advantage here to UAHMT, but then, oh, Badman walks into Nondi. And now Sims falls to Michael. That's 2 players taking it this round alone. Of course, highest kills in the whole lobby now. The GOAT himself, 3v4, is where Cyclone stand.
Oh, falling there is Michael to Logan. Clean 3v3 situation. As bomb has been planted, 25 seconds left on that clock. Slide through and the quick scope, the flick shot coming from Logan. It's not a shotgun, but it'll do over there as that snipe hits. Nundi finds another, and now Twix lost alive, doing everything that's possible, but cannot find that final few shots to prevent the defuse. And with 5 seconds left, a 5th round is claimed by Cyclone.
Well, I'm pretty sure they took that one personal, but then look at the stats, of course. The hyper carry of Cyclone, Danielo, 1.60 KD, 9 kills in this round. Actually, in this SMD. In total there, but Locus Electron, I look for that single pixel there, but Nondi meanwhile finds South. UAHMT set out with 1 number down, and Nondi takes some shots. But then he's able to heal up though. Jam finds Region. That's 2 players down. They're picking them off one by one. It's slow, but it's effective there.
I mean, I love that, right? Turning this entire situation into 1v1s, isolating opposition, and then taking them out just like Germ did over there. Michael falling, and 2 players left stand for UAHMT, and just like that, in a matter of seconds, a 6th round comes up on the half for Cyclone. Let's see how their attacking side will be over here as we get into round number 9.
UAHMT, I don't know what happened. Oh, that's a lot of nades being thrown. Oh my goodness, Logan there comes out with a shotgun, finds 2. Logan, you gotta chill, man. But then if you're Cyclone, you're already done 1 map, so chill isn't exactly where you want to be right now. And Salve to the truck, he's throwing for a PKM wall bang, but that doesn't come through. 3v4, Nova's advantage was Danny, now makes it a 4v2. Nova's advantage steals to Cyclone. The nades, Nondi tries his luck there. Throws it over, doesn't find any value. Meanwhile, Salve gets some shots in, and Raging baits out Luke and puts him down. SKS doesn't work. Meanwhile, maybe a double! That was close, but meanwhile, they finally got the round for themselves. Cyclone. That was quite the scare, man.
I think Logan has tied up with most kills. Yes, Logan has 11 for both Danny and Logan right now. As we get into our next round, round number 10 over here. Cyclone so close to walking away with the victory here on firing range for our 2nd map. Michael, though, gonna find out Danny over there with that wall bang with the sniper. The Locust finding its mark over there. An 8th kill for Michael in this S&D on firing range. And the numbers advantage now for the Monarchs as well. No move yet coming out of Cyclone. The feeling out process for this round over here. Not one to be too eager and rush in like they did that last round. Michael gonna find a 2nd over there. This might just be too slow of a push right now. Not bomb rushing this whatsoever. UAHMT, they have that numbers advantage that they so desperately need as Raging finds another one over there. This could be a Monarchs round. Logan with the shotgun cannot find Twix over there. Twix gonna find 2, however, and delay that victory for Cyclone by getting a 3rd round on board. Man, what a clinical round out of UAHMT. I need to hear what Cyclone is thinking after that round, especially when they're this close to winning firing range.
Yeah, in trailer.
2
trailer, both weak.
Nice. You wanna go? You wanna start right? B.
He pushed up. Camo.
You're gonna get collapsed on, no? I know.
Yeah.
He's close. I didn't even see him.
Okay, 3 rounds.
Get picks.
This is fun.
I'm gonna go play. Somebody watch the bottom wood now. I'm gonna go play dude Nunde.
Okay. I'm not watching that window there.
1-win battles.
That flank was absolutely massive over there for Monarchs, getting that 4th round on board, delaying Cyclone's victory over here. Germ not going to let it happen one more time over here as Michael being the first to fall with that wall bang. 7-4 is where we stand, and a 5v4 is where we are.
You gotta say something here, and that one thing you gotta say is, how did we get here? UAH started so well, 2 rounds taken. Cyclone got 2 of theirs, and now we're in a 7-4 situation with Cyclone being closer to the target point than UAH. They've got to take 5 rounds to get to that target point, and Cyclone just need 2. And the way things are looking right now, they have the numbers advantage, and Michael, the GOAT himself, is down. So that's something to consider here. But still, look at Saab. He finds the pixel. That's 1 down. Jump force. He's got to reposition. They know now that where he was 4v4, they've tied up the numbers for UAHMT.
I mean, that's a massive kill right there to tie up the numbers right now. 45 seconds is all that remains over here. And Raging spots all of them entering right now onto B. You can see flashbangs coming through of the throw as well, but a 3v2 situation is where we are. Dempsey, unfortunately, not able to trade that out over there, but the trade comes from Cyclone nonetheless, and my goodness, they didn't even have the bomb for the most part over there. An 8th round and match point is where we stand for Cyclone. What a beautiful round, playing into the opposition's mind right there.
Impressive, honestly. Cyclone really said, you know what? We didn't exactly have a great hard point, and we cannot let S&D go that way. I mean, come on, we're the defending champs of the EPS. Let us do something and show that we're worth it. And of course, 8-4, where we stand right now. 1 more round, and the S&D on firing range is for Cyclone for this series. Of course, Logan switch on the other side. The soft cone reacts first. And yes, he puts him down. 4v4. The numbers are tied here. Serve. Switchblade. Every trigger put me survival right now for UAHMT in this S&D round. They play it calmly. They've lost 2 players already. Actually, Reggie didn't fall. He was very low. He's able to heal up though. And now 4v4. The numbers are still tied here.
Logan put all stats into stealth over there, and just to get that kill to start us off, to kick off this round. And now 40 seconds off that plant is all that remains for Monarchs over here. A lovely snipe from Michael is going to take this down to a 4v3 and then a 4v2 as the numbers drop even more, and Monarchs finding their footing over here barely, and they delay the inevitable. 5th round on board, and I wonder what Cyclone's thinking now, man. They're 1 round away, and somehow Monarchs, they've sort of found the play that Cyclone was attempting and just completely reversed it in that round. But can Cyclone go ahead and win this one? Remember, guys, they only need 1 more to win firing range over here. And Monarchs need to do everything that they can to delay that single round from happening. Simsy looking for a kill down range and actually going to go ahead and clear a little bit for A. Gonna go ahead and calm that just a bit right now. You can see Germ close behind as well. I mean, look at the spread of Monarchs right now as well, Black Matter.
Yeah, everyone's scattered across the map. The bomb hasn't been picked up, actually. The bomb hasn't been picked. They are just trying to make sure they do this one S&D, but the TDM style. And the bomb here, look at the boys of Cyclone though. They scattered though. 1 position there. You see Simsy towards that A side. And Germ, self now. Switchblade moving through. Everybody's playing it safe. Everybody's playing it calm. Cyclone knows they only need to get this round right to win the S&D. And UAHMT knows that cannot happen if they want to continue their streak. The bomb not yet picked up. And if you're Cyclone, you want to make sure you get that in because, man, you've only got 43 seconds to do that. They make their move, and now Serve moving through the smoke. He scouts the area. He checks through. He makes sure he checks his corners. He enters. Of course, you want to check your corners, but doesn't know Danny is up there. But meanwhile, Seasman doesn't want to push it. He knows that might be a trap. Simsy running through. Simsy running through. He sees Simsy. Danny as well. He picks him first. And Sam puts him down. He knows Simsy's there. He sees Simsy. He puts Simsy down as well. And now the man's going to relocate. Logan follows through. They want to go for the rest. But the pistol Logan fights raging. They want to go for the rest of the wipe up. But Batman fights Logan's first. And now Nutty. Can he clutch it? Michael is there. Batman, the timer runs out, and UAH win by objective.
Cyclone playing it too much as a TDM over there. This is the literal definition of playing with their food. 1 round away, 1 round separates them from tying up the points over here to a 1-1. And they are walking in without the bomb, and now they've realized that. Now they tried to rush in, but Twix is the one holding sight. And is it too far gone for Cyclone? Have they played around too much? Logan is the last alive and falls nonetheless. UAHMT, a 7th round as they close the gap. Matter, they close the gap over here. This is insanity if you're a Cyclone fan.
I don't even know what's going on, man. And I was saying, how did we get here for AMT, HMT for now? How did we get here for Cyclone? But then look at Sev. If there's anything we've known about this man, is that he's got precision in there right now. Those flanks seem to be in UAH favor. They plant the bomb real quick. Cyclone aren't taking any chances this time around. Michael, it's got that Lucas Electron, misses the shot, and now the smoke kills Logan. You don't see that every day for sure, but the double comes through for Sev. Like I said, watch that man's position, but look at Jam. He sees them run through, but then Badman fights nothing. No, they find switch the trade on that side, and now it's a 1 player left to tie up the score. UAHMT's got the numbers. Badman's there, Michael's there, Raging's there, and that will be enough. They tie the score.
Shout out Kijo doing a solo watch party there, because I know that her joy is completely dropped. What has Cyclone been doing? Giving rounds for free over there. And now they find themselves on defense again. And UAHMT on the attack, and bodies dropping instantly over here. Nundi and Save falling. 4v4 situation within this, and I'm looking for the snipe, spots the jump around over there, but no clear shot. Simpsy is going to find out which mixes with that wallbang. That wallbangs, man. You need to go ahead and hit those. They are so beneficial. Bomb is down, by the way. Bomb is down just out of mid.
What?
And Michael spotting out opposition over there, but might just be a bit of a desync. It is a desync over there. Logan's actually prone. Don't worry, guys. We figured it out. We're big brain over here. A minute left on the clock, and the question is, which of these teams has the bigger brain right now in this situation? Still that 4v3 currently. Cyclone has the numbers advantage, and they're playing this defense out pretty well. Michael looking for that snipe attempt with the slide, cannot hit it, but knows now that Germ is there.
Yeah, definitely. Location's been giving out and he wants to relocate, but will they let him do? He takes some damage, and now you poke, you die. That is a simple statement. You don't poke a sniper. Oh. Speaking of, it's Jam who takes out Michael instead and says, we will poke you, we will put you down, but it's a 2v4. Cyclone cannot fence this up. Raging puts out Jam. They go for the plant. UAHMT will play objective for Logan. Logan with a shotgun and Danny for the follow-up. Cyclone says we cannot choke. We will take this SMD as we started.
But I know that so many people watching this are like, why did you waste so many rounds? I believe it was 8-3 or 8-4 over there, which means that Monarchs went back-to-back 4 rounds minimum to tie us up and take us into that OT over there. But at the end of a Cyclone, they don't choke over there. They hit the shots when it does matter in the end. And they get that point on board to tie us up before we head into our final map of Control on Crossroads. Look at these stats over here. So even for our first places on both teams. 15 kills per. A 145 impact on Danny over there. But following close behind is Logan. 129 impact and also that 15 kills.
And Cyclone and Logan right now, the power of friendship. That's exactly what these guys are doing. I mean, 15 kills for the both of them, above the 120 impact for the both of them. We can tell that Cyclone and Logan has just been the driving force for the side of Cyclone. 9-8, a very, very close S&D round. But Cyclone, they take one for themselves.
I feel like that didn't need to be that close of an SND, but they said we're live on a Friday night. Let's keep the viewers on the edge of their seats over here. And now we have that one more map, Crossroads, Control. Are we going to see it come down to actual objective being captured over here? Or are these teams going to go ahead and reignite that flame of SND, of firing range, and take it down to a pure TDM?
We're going to find out soon enough. And if you're Cyclone, you've had enough. You need to end things here. Don't forget, me and AR, we predicted you people, so behave yourself. But then look at Logan, man. Danny and Logan. If there's anybody you want to mention, it's gonna be this man. 2.08 KD, 25 kills, 1 MVP. But if there's one thing we know, it's that Logan is that man to watch out for when it comes to control.
Yeah, Cyclone, behave yourselves, you local boys, but I know where you live, don't worry. I mean, look at that 2.08, 25 kills over here for our stats. Are we going to see that come through? Are we going to see those numbers in action over here? Or is Monarchs going to go ahead and just run through, just decimate, just dominate to get their own 2-1 victory over here? Are they just going to play objective a little bit better? Are they going to play those lives a little bit better over here? I know that the fans voting, the fans prediction was UAHMT right now. So there's a lot of people backing that to happen right now. They're backing Michael. They're backing Badman to go ahead and get those kills to dwindle down the opposition lives. Is it going to happen over here? Because we're effectively in that best of one right now after that hard point. After that SND, we find ourselves on Crossroads Control.
The map, the decider, the tiebreaker, probably remontada for the side of Cyclone, or maybe to finish what this time for the side of UAHMT as they go straight into the round one of Control Crossroads. Gun blazing, you can tell there's no chill. Cyclone really having that life gun advantage, playing it well, and really making sure they defend their hills.
Cyclone here on the attack. 24-24 lives currently. Yeah, they came out of the gate swinging over there, though. It immediately dropped the lives of the Monarchs. But now Monarchs is going to be the ones to go ahead and fight back, swing back with everything that they've got. As Raging gets elimination as well, takes it down to 20. Nundi going to go ahead for a little bit of a trade, keep it around the same. But Twix and Badman and Michael on top of that. Twix again, in fact, going to drop it all the way down to 16 for Cyclone. And no free space given over on B. Notice how there's that slight capture. And I think that was just one of the members of Cyclone running through objective to hunt those kills, to hunt those lives. Yeah, we're in an all-out TDM over here. Look at that minimap. So many nades being thrown as well. 11 lives for Cyclone, 12 for the Monarchs, and falling currently. Man, we just went into an absolute warfare over here to start off our map on Crossroads.
Man, you can tell the UHMT went wild and they drew a lot of lives from Cyclone. And now the lives are tied. But then Tutik locked in on that B side, so Cyclone is going to watch out for that one. But Badman, the nade comes through, jump force to serve, and now 7-7. We're close again, but Cyclone this time around, the other ones not with the life gun advantage. They tie it up again. Nundi still fighting hard, but no more respawn zone. It's 5-5, 5-3, double kill. Picked up, Badman finds Danny 4-3, and almost 3 tick locked in. They're keeping it as close as possible, but UHMT still have the life gun advantage.
On the edge of glory over there, 1 second, and they increase that timer by a full 60 now. 4-3 though is where we stand. No despawns whatsoever. Michael gonna fall to take us down to an even 3. No, a 2v3 right now. As Monarchs goes ahead and loses save as well. Badman and Twix, the last 2 alive for UHMT. But 39 seconds now finally paused. We are gonna have a push on to site currently. Twix gonna fall as well, meaning that it's only Badman left. Hunter Drone coming through as well on the search. Badman with that shotgun in hand can actually go ahead and clutch this up. With that first shot hitting the box, and eventually gonna fall over there. At the end of it, Cyclone, they managed to get a point on the board over here for our control. But let's see what the comms are like through all of this chaos from Monarchs.
Yeah, bro. One right side, one right side.
Low mid, Two mid, sip. Right side.
Dead, mid, dead.
Right side dead.
Two mid, dead. Push, we can push.
One right side.
I got Sparrow.
Pop your ops, and start cutting.
One more.
Three top.
Dead.
Nice.
I'm pushing up this one.
Nice.
Left side, one
One more, there's one, two right side, two right side, boys, two right side.
Pushing left.
Oh, he got me. Right, he's one top.
One more top.
Nice. One more right,
Going
like
top,
sniper.
bridge.
We got one more right side. Behind the box.
Dead.
Nice. I love that call out over there. Pop the ops and let's see what happens. Hold the point. And they've held that point. Look at A's progress right now. But it is going to be Cyclone that managed to go ahead and slow down that progress for just a second.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta mention that, you know, the sides have been flipped now. Cyclone are the ones defending, and UAHMT are the ones doing the capture. And so far, they've been doing that pretty well. Once they clocked in on the A and B side, they've got the life count advantage. So when it comes to the capturing, I think UAHMT, they seem to be better team here. This is not as close as the last one, but for sure, double kill picked up by Badman. There, double kill picked up by Badman. Oh, that HSO 4-5. And now no more respawns over Cyclone. They might want to go for them at their respawn zones. Batman, oh my goodness, that pistol. He wants to take them at their respawns. This man has no filter. The pistol almost fired his shoulder and they are stuck at their respawns. And now his team follows suit. They take them out and it's only Sims 11 versus 14. And UAHMT take a dominating round.
Yeah, Batman just locked in John Wicker mode over there with the GS. And what was that? 3-4 eliminations with the pistol? Insanity. But now we shift back over. Once again, Cyclone on the attack over here. Let's see what Monarch's defense is going to look like. And I want to talk about what we just witnessed over there. UAH Monarchs, they played that like control. They went for the point. They captured the points effectively. They even did the split capture. Cyclone didn't do that the first round. Cyclone went full on TDM. And when there was 1 second left, they said, boys, there's an objective, by the way. Forgot to tell you. And they still managed to get that round. Now with Cyclone on the attack again, is history bound to repeat itself? Is there going to be deja vu over here? Or will Monarchs go ahead and manage to get the 2-1 in this control? They utilize their ops so beautifully. Tempest in hand is going to go ahead and get one. And look at the lives already, Black Matter.
Yeah, man, there are 10 times difference here. South on the Tempest is able to find enough value. Batman gets put down. And like you did say, man, that was a valid thing to point out. Cyclone, the way they play when they are capturing and the way they play when they are the ones defending are significantly different. And then UAHMT seem to be the ones actually playing the game objective-wise better compared to TDM-wise. And even in TDM, they are still doing it right because, man, look at the life count difference here, 15-3. It's only Logan, Danny, and Germ left to take out 15 players. Actually make that 14, 2-14. But UAHMT, it looks like this one might be in the bag.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can play a game mode just for bloodshed, but playing it by the book is going to be a lot better. And UAHMT prove that without a shadow of a doubt, as they need one more to walk away, not just with this control, but with the CDs as well. And in a reverse prediction, 2-1. Now we're at the point of map point, and I gotta hear what the comms are like over for Cyclone.
Yeah, he got me.
Top the bridge, one shot. Top the bridge, one shot. I got point.
Top the bridge is one shot. You might push over.
Rush to the mid. These guys are pushing that mid. Get them.
There's one top a bridge.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Carbonated. Watch your A tank.
Mid lane one.
Got stand on top of bridge. Top of bridge, me.
Top of bridge got me.
Equals on your side. There's two on you.
B dead.
No spawn.
Oh, spawn the rock. Oh, Jesus.
One way, no spawn, one tap dead. One more left side, no spawn.
Yeah, I'm flashing off.
Was dead.
I got it.
almost a bit of desperation now finally kicking in for Cyclone. They've realized that it's map and CD's point. But Save over there, just popping through, getting 4 in a row off of, I believe, that one clip, and looking to do it again over here with the Tempest. Simsy so close left right now, but actually going to drop off of bridge and play a different angle. What are your thoughts on those comms, Black Matter?
I mean, precise and just making sure the right information given out and just making sure they stay cool and calm despite whatever the scoreboard or the live count looks like. Cyclone, but then, well, can't say the same about their gameplay though. That's 12-5, no more respawn zone, and with 2 rounds taken by UAHMT, this might just be the last we'll see of Cyclone tonight, because now they go for them at their spawns like we saw before. It's Jamu gets 4, Jamu gets 5, and it's adding more to the tally with that Tempest, and now gets 6. Simsy fights rating. Cyclone turned it into a 2-1 when all hope seemed lost. They have the numbers advantage, and it's UAHMT are the ones that may be playing here. But then Batman, the arena player, might be the one to cause the change and then secure the control here. It's Danny who's outside waiting for him. They're waiting for him. HSO versus perhaps the SKS. They throw Nade in. Batman is able to dodge that one. How can he play this? The Hunter Killer drone sent out looking for its target, but not able to. The A flag captured Cyclone. They've got their B flag left, and Batman just hiding in there. Who's gonna make that move first? Is it gonna be Danny? Is it gonna be Is it gonna be Jam? Is it gonna be Batman? They boxed him out, one on the left, one on the side, and now Batman has to come out of there because the timer is counting, and if it doesn't capture, the time will run out.
That timer was at 0 seconds, and the capture went through. Still out 2v1 over here. 30 seconds is all that remains right now for Badman. And if there's anyone that can go ahead and clutch this up, it is Badman. Look at that score. 33 kills in this so far, but walks straight into Danny's sightlines. And one more round right now sets the tone for what this evening has been. One more round separates these two teams and winning the series. And it is going to be Cyclone on the attack again. Can they do what they've done the past 2 rounds right now? Can they go ahead and clutch this up? Not just playing for those kills, but playing for that objective that they so barely got last time.
I have one question. Cyclone, why do you always do this? Why do you always put me at the edge of my seat? When I think all hope is lost, you revitalize my hope. And now it's 2-2. The scores are tied. You've got the life count advantage. You can play this well. But then look at Twix though from UAH. He does find 1 and Raging 4. That's a double for Nandi. Seems he fights Twix 21-17. Almost 2 tick locked in on the B. And man, Cyclone are waking up.
19-14 lives is where we stand. A minute left on the clock, and half the capture, the second tick over on B, and it will continue now. The second tick has been confirmed. Looking for the full capture. Increase that timer as well. 10 lives remain over for UAH Monarchs, 15 for Cyclone, and they approach that full capture over on B. Confirmed, done, in the bag. 1 side left, and I don't even think they're going to play for this flag. I don't think they're going to play for the side. I think they're playing for the lives right now. Tempest attempts come through, does not connect over there, unfortunately. Badman and Michael cleaning up just a little bit over here, taking the opposition lives down to 12. 8-12 is where we are, just over 90 seconds. And you can see the attempt right now from Cyclone. As cautious as they are, they know they're gonna just try to at least touch the side for a second very soon. Michael with the spray from range gets the headshot and goes ahead and drops the lives. We are almost at a even lives once again, and we are below double digits on them.
I mean, Batman, he's got the equalizer available now. Seems with the claw. When will they play that out though? That might be the game changer. Those up skills. And 7-9 is where we're standing. Sav, falls. Nandi takes him down. No more respawn zone for UAHMT. Badman finally whips up that equalizer, but gets taken down immediately. They were timing that out as now Sims said it's my turn. Gets taken down immediately as well. 5-2. It's only 2 players left. UAHMT, you worked so hard in the series. Can you crown your efforts here, or will Cyclone make a turnaround? Because now only Twix is left to clutch 5 players. It's a literal S&D round. And now UAHMT, one tick locked in on the A flag. It's Twix through the smoke. He binds one. Sims in force. Now it's 4 players. He's going to deal with the Hunter Killer drone sent out. And now Twix not able to clutch it. Cyclone reigns supreme.
Nundi popped the Sparrow over there as well and used it for zoning. Not looking to get the kill with it, but looking to force opposition into the line of sight of others. And Cyclone, somehow within this, keeping us, like you said, on the edge of our seats. I nearly damn well fell on the floor right there. They go ahead and get that score that we did predict. 2-1 victory for our first series here tonight.
Impressive performance, man. You guys had us scared. I won't lie. But at the end of the day, the prediction was exactly what me and AR said. We got the predictions right. The winners are Cyclone, and man, look at those stats here. 28 for Jam, 26 Logan, Nundi 23, but seems he's taking the MVP there. Actually, taking the most impact. MVP goes to Jam. And on the other side, look at Batman stats here.
That's crazy, because it felt like Cyclone were the one initiating TDM mode within that. And they get outshined by 40 kills on Badman. But that's not the numbers that matter over here. The numbers that matter is 2-1 in favor of Cyclone Gaming against UAHMT for this APS League.
I mean, it's really close, man. So close games. S&D 9-8, Control 3-2. But at the end of the day, no one wants to know how close it was. Everyone wants to know who won the mode. That's the point. At the end of the day, the winners are the ones that are celebrated. UAHMT, yes, they will be applauded for fighting so hard. Yes, they will be commended for their plays, for coming so close. But it's Cyclone who's going to be celebrated for the victory.
Absolute insanity, man. And we're not done yet with Call of Duty Mobile Action, Black Matter. So much more still to come over here for this action-packed Friday evening. So we're going to take an intermission. We're going to get the next games set up for all of you beautiful people watching. Go ahead and start your watch parties right now, because there's still so much more action here for APS Season 3 on this Friday. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Casters are not gone yet. we're doing the podcast right now, guys. The broadcast has decided we want the podcast to go on. So, what do you want to talk about?
I think Warden is taking his sweet time in the back end there, but still, yeah. I mean, we got time. We can talk.
He's gonna cut us off halfway. I know that. He's gonna cut us off mid-sentence. I know, Warden. I know, Warden, completely. Go ahead, Black Matter.
Yeah, we can talk. Of course, shout out to our sponsors, guys. Our Sports Gaming. Don't forget, guys, you can create your teams. I can't stress this enough, guys. You can create your own teams. And of course, shout out to... Oh, yeah, okay. Now production wants to break. All right then. We'll be going on a short break, guys. And when we come back, it's going to be the next match. Don't go anywhere.
So Battle of the Chokers, and we're going to take it first. Now White scoring, going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counted, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hell, and it might be GG's and good night. It is
System of order with Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point. Make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God's skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 year old, finds the value, Simsy puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, 2-1 wins, and BBX are gonna reign supreme once again on us.
Formation's gonna be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just qualifies Bello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. We've seen two players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain Class 4. That's a two-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze, more round cushion there. Sit my distance, my run to the soon skate. We'll see Squeeze, check your corners. You will lose. And on their side left. Now, as you say on the side left, and the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that ball. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they are waiting for you, that ball. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flag.
One turn is in for the trade. Simsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's not, and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone. All they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game. And now it is only a matter of...
So Battle of the Chokers, and we're going to take it first. Now White Scorner going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counted, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It's a short
system of order. With Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point. Make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God's skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill rounds, finds the value, Simsy puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, 2-1 wins, and BBX are gonna rage to play once again.
information is going to be right around. Clips doesn't really have to do much. Just qualifying Spello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. We've seen two players of Series 7, just sticking together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain, Class 4. That's a two-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze. More round cushion there. This is my distance. My run should soon Squeeze. See, Squeeze, take your corners. You will lose. And
On their side left.
now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flag.
One turn is in for the trade. Simpsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's not, and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone. All they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game. And now it is only a matter of...
So battle of the chokers, and we're going to take it first. Now White Squad are going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counted, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is.
System of Oracle with Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point. Make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point
alongside God's skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 year old, finds a value, Simsy puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, 2-1 wins, and BBX are gonna raise to play once the game.
Information is going to be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just qualifying Spello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. We've seen two players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Payne, Glasgow 4. That's a two-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Payne versus Squeeze. More round cushion there. This is my distance. My run to the soon. Squeeze. We'll see. Squeeze, take your corners. You will lose. And
On their side left.
Now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flag.
One turn is in for the trade. Simsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's not, and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone. All they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game. And now it is only a matter of...
So battle of the chokers, and we're going to take it first. Now White Swan are going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counting, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is.
system of all things. Mandem coming in now with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point. Make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill rounds, finds a value, simply puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, 2-1 wins, and BBX are gonna rage supreme once again.
Information is going to be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just qualifying Spello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. You see, he took players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain, Glass 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze, more round cushion there. This is my distance. My run should have soon Squeeze. See, Squeeze, take your corners. You will lose. And
On their side left.
now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side. Of course, they are there. It was a perfect flag.
One turn is in for the trade. Simpsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's not and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone, all they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game, and now it is only a matter.
So battle on the chokers, and we're going to chokers first. Now my score are going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counting, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is.
System of order with Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point. Make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill bars, finds the value, Simsy puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, G1 wins, and BBX are gonna rage to play once the game on us.
Information is going to be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just qualifying Spello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things down as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. You see, he took players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain, Glass 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze, more round cushion there. This is my distance. My run to the soon. Squeeze, you see, Squeeze, take your corners. You will lose. And
On the side left.
now, as you say on the side left, and the numbers will drop. That's a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you. That goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side. Of course, they are there. It was a perfect flag.
One turn is in for the trade. Simpsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's not and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone. All they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game. And now it is only a matter of
just a battle of the chokers and we're going to choke it first. But now white scorer going to get to that P2 somehow. 344 counted, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill. And it might be GG's and good night. It is short.
System of order with Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point, make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill bars, finds the value, Simsy puts him down. One of the dash call line, 247, 2-1 wins, and BBX are gonna raid Supreme once again.
Information is going to be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just qualifying Spello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. You see, he took players of Series 7 and just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain Class 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work. And now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze. More round cushion there. This is my distance. My run to the soon. Squeeze, Squeeze, take your corners. You will lose. And
On the side left.
now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you. That goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side. Of course, they are there. It was a perfect flag.
One turn is in for the trade. Simpsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's not and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone. All they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game. And now it is only a matter of
battle of the chokers, and who's going to choke it first? But now White scorer going to get to that B2 somehow. C4, E4, counting only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is short.
System of order with Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point, make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for your 42 kill round, finds a value, Simsy puts him down. One of the dash call line, 247, G1 wins, and BDX are gonna race to play once the game on us.
Information is going to be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just Squall finds Bello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching this.
Positioning himself. You see, the two players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain Class 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work. And now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze. More round cushion there. This is my distance. I run to the soon. Squeeze. See, Squeeze, check your corners. You will lose. And
on their side left.
Indeed. Now, as you say on the side left, and the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flank.
One Trevor's in for the trade. Simpsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's not and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone, all they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game, and now it is only a matter of
It's a battle of the chokers, and who's going to choke it first? And now White scorer are going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counted, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is short.
System of all them with Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point, make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill rounds, finds a value, 70 puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, G1 wins, and BBX are gonna raid Supreme once again.
Information is going to be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just Squall finds Bello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching the
positioning himself. You've seen 2 players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Bane, Glasgow 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Bane versus Squeeze, more round cushion there. This is my distance. I run to the soon Squeeze. You see, Squeeze, check your corners. You will lose. And on their side left. Indeed. Now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop. That's a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they are waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side. Of course, they are there. It was a perfect flag.
One turn is in for the trade. Simply staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge. It's not and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone. All they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game. And now it is only a matter of...
battle of the chokers, and we're going to choke it first. But now my scorer going to get to that beat somehow. 344 counted, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is.
System of Oracle with Mandem coming in out with his war machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point. Make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill round, finds the value, Simsy puts him down. But look at that score line, 247, G1 wins, and BDX are gonna raise supreme once again.
Formation's gonna be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just Squall finds Bellow down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching the
positioning himself. You see, 2 players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain class 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze, more round cushion there. Since my distance, my run to the soon Squeeze. You see, Squeeze, check your corners. You will lose. And on their side left. Now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that goal. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that goal. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flag.
One turn is in for the trade. Simsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's not and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone, all they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game, and now it is only a matter of
So battle of the chokers, and who's going to choke it first? Now white scorer going to get to that beat somehow. 344 and counting, only 6 more points to go. Make that 5, make that 4. None of them are not close enough to break the hill, and it might be GG's and good night. It is.
System of order with Madam coming in out with War Machine. Third kill in a row, pushing into point. Make that 4, gets taken out before he can cause any more damage. And the last second of that point.
Alongside God skill, but now the claw comes out to play for a year. 42 kill rounds, finds the value, 70% down. But look at that score line, 247, 2-1 wins, and BDX are gonna rage to play once again.
Information's gonna be right around. Cliff doesn't really have to do much. Just Squall finds Bello down. It's Diddley all alone in a 1v5 situation. It's over. It's well over. Eclipse gaming, closing things out as they take this game, searching the
positioning himself. You see, 2 players of Series 7, just stick it together here. That's one blood drawn from Pain Glass 4. That's a 2-piece picked up there. XM4 does the work, and now it's a 1v1. Pain versus Squeeze, more round cushion there. This is my distance. My run should have soon squeeze. You see, Squeeze, check your corners. You will lose. And on their side left. Now, as you say on the side left, the numbers will drop as a double. Picked up that ball. What the heck? The man definitely wants to, because they're waiting for you, that ball. They are there. And the man goes to the side, of course, they are there. It was a perfect flank.
One turn is in for the trade. Simpsy staying alive in the point. Still very winnable here for the side of ASG as he goes huge, it's start and go. He has to win his one. Storm is there for the trade, and that is going to be a GG.
Up for the side of Cyclone, all they need is 12 more on the point. They need that to happen. They have control of the hill. They have control of this game, and now it is only a matter of
Day number 3, ladies and gentlemen, of the APS, the African Pro Series here of Call of Duty Mobile. It's been a banger here so far, witnessing UAHMT up against Cyclone Gaming, but now we must move forth to another series. AR Black Matter still here to commentate over all the action.
Oh man, speaking of action, we saw action from Cyclone earlier tonight. They had us at the edge of our seat. Cliffhanger match, close S&D, close control, and now we get to see that table once more. The standings of the team is currently updated, guys. Don't forget, this is in real time. Cyclone are at number 1 on the board. 8
points on top of that. A 3-0 win-loss record so far over there is absolutely incredible for what we've witnessed so far. Paradox in that second place, ASG third, CYC in fourth over there. And those are the two names that we are talking about right now. ASG, S7X going head to head right now to compete in our next series over here. ASG, man, Black Matter, talk to us about ASG over here.
I mean, it's so good to see 7Ken, man. I mean, you all remember him in Paradox lineup, but I guess, well, things happen. And of course, on the other side, we see the players win their jerseys, they're repping their country. On the other side of VNet, you see the South African logo, and Storm, the Kenyan logo, but Toxic, Storm, Knack, VNex, and 7Ken. I mean, we're seeing some of the former Nova roster here, but then on the other side of Series 7, these are the current Nigeria number 2 teams, according to the Carry First World Champs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This past Sunday, I got to witness S7X in that qualifier for Nigeria. Won their upper bracket and pushed down X-Nonagon against ECL, but then came up short against ECL in that best of 7 grand final. So we'll see how they play over here, if it's affected mental in any way, shape, or form. Fuddy with those snipes, though, was absolutely incredible. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing those snipes here again today.
I mean, if you go to the Sierra 7 TikTok handle, there is a post that he made where Fuddy was tagged the best Nigerian sniper. No telling, but Crowley is still in the ECL team, and ECL is currently number 1. But I don't want to stress too much on that before they come for me in the phone rooms. But then X7X Pain and ASG VNex there, 1.03 KDs. Look at the difference between both of them, AR.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 30 kills on VNex, 52 over on Pain. This is in control. That the tournament stats were taken from 103 to 121 on the KDs over there. And for overall, man, it's very, very close. A 0.05 difference in the KD between these two teams.
Oof. You can't say that. You can't overemphasize on that, rather. 0.94, 0.99. It's really close. And also look at the total kills, though. That's 6-2 against 7-2. 22 to 33, and hardpoint Hacienda. Wow, a different hardpoint map this time around, and of course slums and standoff. But look at those map bands there, AR.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love that we're going to Hacienda. It's one of my favorite maps to actually play hardpoint on, to even more so to commentate hardpoint on. Slums for our SND. We're gonna see Fadi with that sniper over there. We've seen it this past weekend. And standoff as our control, ladies and gentlemen, for our third map here between ASG and CYC. But now we got to get predictions going for all of us over here. So make your predictions in the chat. I'm going to head over towards ASG winning 2-1 over here. I mean, you can never count out S7X, right? But I'm just backing the ASG boys over here that they're going to walk away with this victory.
I mean, I'm Nigerian, so technically you'd expect me to say Sierra 7, right? And also to keep things competitive, you'd expect me to say Sierra 7. And I saw the gameplay, right? I saw the gameplay, and honestly, it's pretty difficult. So I think I want to stick with AR again. ASG 2-0, 2-1 actually in favor. I want to give S7 some, I want to call them some slack. So yeah.
And the production going for S7X over there. Let us know what you guys think in the chat. Who do you think's gonna win this one? And even more so, who's gonna win off that hard point on Hacienda to kick off this series over here? We still have more coming on later as well, ladies and gentlemen. Ascend against Mighty Order will be happening a bit later on. Hacienda, escúchame por favor. As we get the flyover and we see Toxic KD and stats over here. 0.84, 71 kills with an average of 35.5 over there.
Man, wonderful stats. Good looking, man. It's Toxic on the other side, though. He said ASG players. I mean, DC is the #1 team in SA according to the World Champs. They did defeat Cyclone in the LAN. that happened, then man, you gotta expect a lot from them because a uniform team from another roster, of course, bringing PDX roster 7Ken, adding him there, that's definitely gonna buff up the team. But then CR7 though, on their own hand, 3 players, this is their favorite comms map. And well, when you tag a comms map your favorites, there's a level of performance expectation that the casters, personally, I'm speaking for myself, will be expecting. But look at ASG start out well, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting that point early on P1 over here, ladies and gentlemen. And even more so, filling up that kill feed as well right out of the gate. Man, there's going to be a hard hitter, I feel like, as S7X, they find themselves on that point, close to tying us up. ASG take it back, though, after a short contest, and they start racking up that points, now 15 and counting.
S7, they're trying their best to play for that P1, but then it's not going to be easy, though. It's Mano, it's exposed. There's a lot of openings, even a 5, it can also come from the air. And ASG there, they understand that the scraps times too in their favor, but S7 are fighting for it. They're trying their hardest. It's 2 seconds there at that time, and ASG doesn't even want to give that. But look at the Slayer play come through from ASG. They clear out that hill there for that P2 and make sure they've got it easy. They move it toxic already, clearing through the driveway. The smokes are there. ASG blocking out the entrance through water, through the lobby. They don't even let them come through. S7 are spawned outside.
And P2 is where you get most of your points over there, the angles that you can play off of to get onto point. So many to have to watch over there, but ASG doing a phenomenal job of going ahead and holding out S7X over here, crossing the 50-point mark. As we have just 30 seconds left on this hill before moving over to P3, the far side of it, as Toxic with the equalizer doesn't find Fadi over there, but will get immediately traded out. Look how blue that kill feed is right now. Contest onto point, it doesn't even matter. The shutdown is here, the lockdown is back, and with 10 seconds left, ASG get a quite nice score of 69 over there and counting as we move over to hill number 3.
Absolute money hill for ASG, milking it out completely and leaving no scraps there. Toxic feeding off S7 and just making sure he gets 2 piece. Now the next hill opens up is P3 there, close to that warehouse, and now the bread finds one. Now puts down Fadi. And man, 3 players on S7 claim that this was their favorite map. We're looking at live hacks and pain. 3 of those players, this is supposed to be their favorite map, but man, the scoreboard is saying something completely different. But then this is ASG, the #1 team in South Africa, so the performance is definitely going to be there. But the needs to go come through for S7. Fadi and Axe finds Phoenix and Storm respectively, 88 to 17. Toxic trying his best, hanging there, and ASG, they're trying to break through, but S7 seems to have a stronghold on P3 warehouse.
S7X shut down a war machine as well and get one up of their own. ASG still on the point though, 93 points and counting here for our final 10 seconds as we move over to P4. And look who's waiting there already. ASG setting up choke points already for this next hill that we're about to move to. Nades coming in from S7X right now to try to go ahead and clear, and they in fact managed to go ahead and clear. They're on the push now and they get the initial touch on the point, but the contest is almost immediate over there, and the sprays are enough to go ahead and clear out to get ASG to that 100-point mark.
Yeah, 100-point mark we do cross now. That's sitting our P4 rocks now. It's close to that P1. So if you get your rotations right, if you get those Slayer plays right, look at Nak now. Speaking of Slayer plays, Nak was there to block them up, but life saw through that, and now the ups are gonna come through. 3 found, and Toxic says we still have P4 in check. And Equalizer past the 100-point mark. 07 can't seem to work their way through. There is what I talked about. This is what I talked about. Toxic wreaking havoc with the equalizer. 7-10 as well. And now he comes out with his Tempest cold. 7 can put down quickly. 07 have had enough for the scrap time. They don't even let them contest. 3 seconds left. We're back to P1 on Mano.
Yes, CL7 had to shut down that Tempest over there. So much work was done with the equalizers and just the regular gun on top of that. Let's get a listen in for S7X right now. I need to hear what these comms are against what ASG is doing currently.
Open the city, open the city, open the city.
He's still open.
I got some point. I got some
He's
point.
facing close. He's facing close.
One zebra. One zebra.
2 by close
Zebra
side.
is,
250.
Take the hill, take the hill, guys.
jump
Come
down,
on.
jump down.
Close, one close.
By
bottom
He's
kitchen,
pushing
bottom kitchen.
There's
Bottom
one
kitchen
close
dead.
to there,
One
close
more
to there.
Yeah, one is top zebra, top zebra.
Actually, dealing with.
Yeah,
One stop.
One zebra dead.
My phone is ADSing the skill flow. My God.
Arches.
One is still top.
There's one office side.
Need go me.
Just going.
Come
Yeah,
here.
let's go.
One open is open.
Yeah, one of you white.
I have somebody zebra, I have one zebra.
White.
Yeah,
There's
three of them. At least.
ASG with that holdout get themselves to 150 points over there. 100 more needed to go ahead and win this hard point on Hacienda. And they're on P2 almost instantly over here, Black Matter.
Yeah, we have the comms of S7. We saw them actually trying their best to keep cool and make sure that they don't, crush under the pressure, despite what the scoreboard looks like, and a lot of Nigerians, watching them right now. But I'm curious though, on the side of ASG, it must feel good to have a scoreline this massive, above 100-point mark. So let's go for listening and hear what that comms sounds like.
Toxic on you, 2 drive, 2.
One more. Checkers. 2 checkers.
One water.
Open equalizer.
Nice. Someone drive. Get him.
Check it.
He's white. Watch your white.
Nobody white.
It's square now. No. Go on.
Be careful water. Nice, good job.
I'm going open.
One open Zebs.
He's on tap 7k. Nice one.
One
there's one in Igbo.
Open low. Life net, virus open.
Impressive, man. You can tell these boys are still locked in despite what the scoreline look like. For them, it's not over until it's over here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 200-point mark now about to be crossed by ASG. 50 seconds is all they need to go ahead and win this. But S7X not going to go down without that fight that you mentioned. They contest that point for as long as they possibly can, pushing back with everything that they have. Getting their own points up right now to 65 and counting. 20 seconds left on our final hill over here as we move back over fairly soon, to P4. 13 seconds on that clock and managing to clear out ASG over here, but I think ASG is just going to try to play for this next point right now. It's going to be a tough push as you look at that map. We have S7X already going over to that next hill, already setting up over there. Massive rotations coming through. And with 74 points, they have to play this perfectly to the 209 that ASG have.
It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. That's above 100-point mark gap. And now ASG, they break into it again. War Machine comes out there. They bring out those orbs. And we saw that this was the play they made last P4. S7, they find a way to break into. But half the Toxic comes out, gets a 3-piece, fights Nak. And now Nak as well will find more of his own. They will have to make sure they don't let S7. They could close things off here. They've got 30 seconds. ASG, stronghold on P4, stronghold on P2, S7, stronghold on P1, P3. But how much more can they salvage with just one stronghold on one hill? It's 7 can with the Tempest, not able to find a lot of value from that. S7 finally find a way to break in, but the contest is hard. Phoenix finds 3 with a power 27. Make that 4, 240, 8 more points. And now Phoenix commits suicide. Toxic is there with the equalizer to close things up. But Pain says, no, not now. We can't deal with you. Puts out 7 can. He gets taken out. Now fights one with the switchblade. 244, 6 more points. Phoenix fights one. Now gets taken out. Buddy S7 locking in for P1, but only 6 more left for ASG. Is it too late here?
6 seconds. This has to be a brutal lockout from S7X, and it doesn't even happen over there. ASG get 2 points for free right there. Now 4 points separate them. 4 seconds on that point separate them from taking this first hard point in the contest. Now coming through 35 seconds, plenty of time for ASG on the clock, and they only need 2 of that as once again they find footing on point. S7X doing everything that they can. You can see that kill feed lighting up, and they've actually wasted a lot of time over here from ASG. 20 seconds remain, but ASG find a toe on that point to go ahead and get the last 2 seconds and the first map in this best of 3 for the series between ASG and S7X.
Impressive, man. Impressive. And well, we had the listening ins. I don't think this one was the servers, guys. I think this one is this was actually the thing. Yeah. So yeah. Congrats to ASG.
ASG with that 1-0 right now after that Hacienda hard point. 48 for Toxic, 44 for Narc, 35 for VNex, 36 for 7ken, 27 for Storm over there. I mean, these guys went absolutely hard in the paint over here. Same can be said for S7X over there. But at the end of the day, ASG played the objective so much better. They locked down those hills so effectively, and they place S7X in the 100-point club right now, leaving them with only 93 to the 250 for ASG. 2500 production. Man, you're glazing a bit too much over there. Slums is next here, ladies and gentlemen, for our SND, a more tactical approach. And we've seen the likes of Fadi over here get those snipes that prove so prevalent in the winning for S7X. Can be done here again in this next SND.
It's not gonna be easy. And you know, it's funny because I'm trying my best to actually understand what happened in that Hacienda hard point, right? We saw S7 start out pretty well when it comes to the catching up game, especially for that P1. We saw them actually try to match up to ASG. It wasn't easy though, but P1 was the contest was there, right? Then we got to P2, the first P2 of the game, and ASG completely pushed them out of the zone. The Slayer plays were made through a water. We saw them cut them off as well through the lobby. We saw them block them from coming in again through the driveway. And we knew that, okay, yeah, they're not getting P2. S7 forfeited, went to P3 immediately, had a stronghold there. That helped them out. Warehouse, that helped them as well with the rotation to Rocks. And then ASG said, you know what? We can't let that happen. They started the ops play. The ops play started, and that was exactly how they dominated Rocks. Back to P1. S7 couldn't keep up. The momentum kept rising. We saw a 100 score gap, 150 score gap, and here we are.
Absolute insanity. And is that what's going to be written for the next maps that we have? 2 more maps over here. Slums on our SND. Then we move over to Control afterwards, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, can ASG keep this domination up? Can they absolutely run through the opposition over here? As we take a look at our stats here between 7ken and Fadi, our snipers for our games over here. Fadi with that 0.81 against 7ken's 0.89 on the KD, and 7ken with more kills as well over there. But the deaths, man, 7ken has died less by 1 right now. Is that number gonna stay where it is, or will Fadi be able to out-snipe the counter-sniper over here and increase those deaths a little bit?
I mean, honestly, if there's anything we've known about that 1 number difference, if there's anything we've learned today, it's that it definitely matters. We saw the Cyclone game for the SND 9-8. We saw the Control game 3-2. So that 1 definitely matters, AR. But look at the stats on ASG VNex there for the S&D, and of course the mapping Slums. Carl calls it Jerry's home, but that's besides the point here. 25 kills, man.
25 kills in a 125 KD. Right there, you're looking strong already off the bat. You have that 12.5 average kills. Your score is all the way up as well, but you haven't gotten that MVP just yet. Is this your time to get it here in Slums, in our SND, in our second game of the evening here, ladies and gentlemen, being broadcasted? I mean, Black Matter and I over here, we're just excited to get into this and commentating. We want to know what you guys think the score is going to be over here for this S&D. Honestly, for me, it's hard to actually say who's going to walk out with this. I've seen both of these teams dominate through S&Ds before. I can't really pick one out of this. What about you, Black Matter?
Yeah, honestly, man, you know, S7 used to be one of the feared S&D teams in NG. That was, yeah, actually, that was a long time ago, but still, they have quite the reputation when it comes to the S&D. But I don't know if they still got it in them. I don't know if they got it. I mean, they've got Fadi, self-acclaimed the best Nigerian sniper, and his statement is, one team will leave smiling, it won't be you. And I do hope that statement will apply in this match, because trust me, they need that win. They've already lost the hard point and not the fun score difference to look at. I do hope they take the S&D, because man, I did predict 2-1 in favor of ASG, but then that one also goes to S7. But let's see what they can do as we go for round 1 here.
ASG on our attack here for SND, but numbers dropping so quickly right now. 3 dropped over for ASG currently. I mean, man, just out of the gate, 4 I should say, being dropped over there. Snipers in hand, bomb is unfortunately mid over there, man. Like, how do you even go ahead on the attack over there? There's the shot now coming through. The snipe does connect at the end there over on Pain, but eventually taken out is VNex over there. I mean, I'm at a loss for words over here.
What? Please, my Nigerian people, please, was this hard point or was this S&D? Because the way that S&D round started, you guys made it look like you were playing for points. But okay, let's go now. Through the dumpster, it's funny. And now the switchblade weapon in hand there. They play for that point. They make sure they get the positioning right. The bomb picked up, not yet planted. ASG is the one with the task. They take it slow. They play it calm. It's toxic. HSO. They still have numbers preserved though. It's a slower round compared to that round 1 AR.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is what usually happens, right? We usually see that methodical nature come out of our teams over here come second round. First round is usually just guns blazing. Let's see who can get that first blood. First blood now drawn though means that S7X, they lose that 1 player numbers advantage over towards ASG there, but eventually found out is another keeping that lead now and furthering that numbers advantage. In fact, 5-3. The time ticking down right now, Black Matter, and to your point, that slower approach.
Yeah. No, look at them. They try to accelerate things here with the TDM style. They put down 1, now another taking to add more, because why not? Buddy, Lucas Electron finds the scope, but doesn't actually finds the kill. 7 can put down. Now it's the only one left. Best Nigerian sniper, self-acclaimed. Can he clutch it? They say no, Black Matter. He cannot. And ASG tied the score.
Okay, feeling out process for that round. Tie us up on our scores. Usually we get to see this between 2 titans of teams. See how the next round plays out though, Black Matter.
Immediately 4v3. No advantage to S7 here. 3v4. Actually, no advantage to ASG. Warden, please do not hear. Over to you, man.
I'm weirded out by the noises that's in broadcast here. He's talking to you, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it up to you.
All right, man. Sure. Yeah, Warden, please do not do that. But 3v4, they start things out here. And making sure, the bomb is picked up, not yet planted. ESG, I don't know what's going on, but remember, this is S&D, not a hard point. You don't have to play for points. You have to plant the bomb as well. You can win through that way, not just the other way around. But it seems like I'm actually losing feed right now. But production, I don't know what's going on the other side.
Yeah, I thought it was just my side as well, since I've been lagging out just a little bit, but I mean, we hate to see that the action is gone for us over here, man. You know, this always happens to me in an SND, and then when I come back, the score is like 7-5, and I'm just like, how the hell did we get here, man?
Yeah, I really would love to see what's really going on right now, but it looks like
It's because
me and
Warden was
AR.
talking to us.
All right, man. Cool. Thanks.
We do have listens in for ASG, ladies and gentlemen, though, so we are gonna at least get that while we get our feet.
When you push,
don't pick it.
when you push, talk. Just pushing, bro.
I said it, we're gonna push it. So,
yeah, you pushed alone.
I was not listening. One bam bomb. Okay.
Yeah, on bricks. On bomb, Eddie.
Only bricks.
Oh, sniper P4, behind blue. Oh, behind blue. On that fucking... Okay. Then...
You are.
One dead. One bam bomb.
One more on bomb. Oh, my shot's not here. Last one was on blue. Oh, my shots are not.
You aim, I think, outside blue.
Yes,
It's not there. Storm, I said it. Once the nades drop, then you push. And then you just tell the nades drop long time.
So I pushed there, I died to nades because they draw like 5 nades. You saw I ran away.
Once it bombs. No, play slow, play. Come here. He's weak actually. Come here.
I'm watching flank.
Come on, watch your P1,
Push first.
Okay, now we're coming in. I'm gonna play back.
On P2.
Watch P1.
Not first.
Good.
One P2.
Two double.
I'm flanking P1.
I'm playing P1.
Back.
One man, please double D.
I'm getting wall bang. Yeah.
Come. Be.
Okay,
I'm watching your blue.
You know where he is? He's literally like
one cave, sniper cave.
on the A bomb.
Just hard scoping. This is hard scoping on the AD. Nice. One is on the A bomb. Master flank, ne? Someone can flank always.
Graves Phoenix in front of you. Nice one. Last one is doubles.
Oh,
okay.
Chai. Why weren't we listening when you fighting?
I'm coming. Let me just quit Discord and come back.
There has been a major outage in Discord like an hour ago. So
yes, definitely. Hey guys, Hello Production here. So while our casters here, they're trying to put themselves back on track here, I'm gonna be taking over for this one. So ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Warden, and well, the score line here so far 3-2. It's gonna be ASG and Shark 7. So far, you do have the players of Share 7 now here, putting through.
My video
able to find himself on the lead. Question is, though, how long can they prolong this?
Okay. Let me end my Discord.
The push comes to shove. Bomb's gonna get planted now here, but instead of Narc here for the side of ASG. You got Fatty as well here, looking to run this one down with his scopes, but Phoenix shuts him away. And numbers advantage here once again, shining here for the side of ASG in prime position here to put himself on track. And what is this position, Narc?
Come back.
Ay. Top side he goes, coming over. Unfortunately, Caster's not really able to get any feed whatsoever, but hey, we draw on this side of the game 3-4 to 1-4 now. Virus is all alone. What can you find? There should be an opportunity in it. Pretty much a guarantee here for the side of ASG to tie himself up now here inside of this game. Virus, despite the fact that yes, you were able to get the kill, no time left whatsoever. And it will be the squad of ASG finding the equalizer here off this map with Slum Search and Destroy.
Yeah, nothing, man. Nothing. What about you?
Damn. I think There has been a bit of an outage from the other side of the world here, but hey, once again, we draw in closer towards this one. Game's going to be locking through. Knock able to find one once again. But Pain able to get a collateral through the marksman. Fire sprays down as well. And all of a sudden, ASG once more here, able to put themselves here on this lead as Fagiano is going to be all alone. 1v3 situation. ASG's on momentum. They're going to be able to find themselves this lead now, finally, as they offer a pinch, but Fatty's still not backing down. A double wrap here for Toxic and 7KXN. They're still looking for some more. Fatty gets another. Now it's a 1v1. Once a 1v3. A minute, 10 seconds left on the clock. 7KXN doesn't have to take up the fight. Bombs dropped on the B side. While this is in process, Tier 7, you're definitely feeling the groove. All due to Fatty now here providing a lifeline, but 7KXN is going to be able to get the spawn planted. In the process, though, while we draw back and look for a resolution to bring back Black Matter and AR, we're going to try to listen in here for the side of Share 7.
Yeah, can for coffee. That's it. He's on you. Zombom. He saw you, Shaw. That doesn't. You guys playing time.
Nice.
Let's go, Joe.
Nice, I did.
That was nice. That was nice. Oh, many these niggas keep clean shit too. Nobody's game they do me. Nah, my FPL, I beg.
How are we doing, live?
Yeah, let's see.
Man, I don't push up.
Yeah, we don't push up. Yeah. One on Grace.
Who the fuck?
For the two.
Where did you this thing from now?
Right outside blue. Fuck me, Grace. What the fuck is that what?
Oh my god, say something like Botsu.
So the guy just prone there and was waiting.
Nice. Fight that clutch. Sorry.
You guys, sorry, I mean Botsu.
Guys, how are you doing to the sniper now? Now we're defending. You don't need to pick. Don't forget.
I don't pick. The guy tear my.
Play slow.
Pick to see if they're pushing now.
Play slow. Pick up bomb. Don't forget.
Man, I can carry up.
Alright, go still watch out.
Rink. One cross to rink. I trust you on that bomb.
There's one outside blue.
Oh my god.
They got me. That, I don't know. You guys should play towards it. Okay, they're like 3 playing A. 3 playing B, I think.
Sniper on bomb. See spots.
One inside blue.
One Grace. Two Grace. You're going to.
Yeah, you guys, next round, those are push A.
Yeah, let's hard push A. Yeah.
So our training. Yeah.
As you hard pushing A, somebody should watch blue immediately, Sha.
Alright. You boo.
Hey, wait! That guy see me. Hey, wait.
But they prefer every single angle way if you come out.
Guy. I'll push A.
Yeah, always make PKM this round. I'll join you guys to try to break it. I'll join you guys to try to break it.
I don't know how I.
Wait. Castro. Okay, Castro just AR just take over for the time being.
Back working on some workarounds so that we can video or look at the feed right now, ladies and gentlemen. 6-4 is our score in favor of ASG. Apologies for the technical difficulties that has been happening over here, but we get into our 11th round. Only 3 more rounds needed here for ASG to walk away victorious in this SND, to get a second round on board, to get to that point where they don't need to win that third map, but they're just gonna win it for a little bit of an ego boost behind everything. Slower pace coming through right now. Once again, Toxic finds the first elimination over onto Life over there. And now a 5v4 situation is where we currently stand. Bomb going to be planted, however, over here, or the attempt, at least I should say, an attempt successful. Knock, though, going to find out Fadi. A massive kill with that wallbang. 5v3 situation. About 30 seconds left on that clock right now for ASG to go ahead and hit the defuse. Pain finding 2 over there. Keeping the dream alive within this. Trying to go ahead and make sure that 6-7 trying to go ahead and keep themselves within this. Barely 4-6 is our score. Time ticking away. 7 Ken though. Clutching up that 1v1 over there and getting the defuse for a 7th round. And now you've got to be thinking, what does Sierra 7 have to do right now to get back on board? Currently down that 3 rounds, that 3 points. What's going to happen over here? How do they work around this? How do they play their lives a little bit better and play their positionings a bit better? VNix finds out hacks over there as our first blood. And I don't think ASG is done just yet with finding blood in this SND, as VNix going to find a second one over on Life. 5v3 once again. Back to back. Life advantage to ASG. Now slowly taken down. Fadi with that sniper though. The self-proclaimed best sniper gets the kill, taken out by Toxic, however. Minute 15 on that clock. 4v2 situation, number favoring ASG. Look at that mini map, like a pack of hyenas. ASG holding down B over there, and then the split coming from Sierra 7X over here. S7X, man, I don't know what they do within this. Knock finds out Vitus. 1 left for S7X. Pain taken down by 7 Ken. And it's match point for ASG in this SND over on Slums. Will this be the round that they go ahead and walk away victorious over here? Or will S7X manage to go ahead and keep it alive? Keep the dream alive within this as our potential final round kicks in over here. Our workaround seems to be working for now. Our main feed is a little bit broken still, ladies and gentlemen. So still trying to find a workaround on that. What's not a workaround right now is Fadi and Life getting that double. Taking down 2, no, 3 over there. Storm looking to try and go ahead and keep it alive. Keep this medical in the back pocket. 3v1 situation. Storm the last alive for ASG. Fadi, Vitus, Hacks left alive for S7X right now. Looking for the shots, looking for the angles, and Hacks manages to find so with that PKM. A 5th round for S7X, and ASG still at this match point currently, still needing that 1 more round to get a 2nd map, to get a 2nd round on board over here. Will this be the round where it happens? As both teams now, you can see that feeling out process has returned one more time. S7X cautious to go ahead and push in. Nades flying over the entirety of the map.
Okay, wow. Welcome back, guys. Apologies for all the technicalities involved. We're gonna get back soon though, and wow, scoreline's looking a lot better. So on the side of ASG's one more round. This might just be that round they are, but still, man, they still preserve their numbers.
No, absolutely, man. I mean, the fact that ASG is now on this map, and I'm so glad that you are back in this and watching the feed. We did manage to get it fixed over here, guys. So thank you for baiting with us within this. But a 5-8 scoreline right now, favoring ASG where we stand. We've seen wallbangs come through. We've seen ASG run through, and we've seen S7X try to keep the dream alive over here. VNix looking to squash that dream right now as Life gets taken down for first blood right now. Fadi, low HP as well, will eventually heal up over time over there. PKM's being reloaded as well. Still that one number drop. Now Storm finds out Pain. Hax gets found out by Storm as well in a double. Vitus found out by Toxic. And you can basically say right now, this is all she wrote as ASG clean up, get the 9th round over there and a second map on board for the series.
Second map on board, man. And at this point, I think our predictions are already coming to pass like it did. We got the first prediction right. And the second prediction, well, let's see if S7 can still make us right. Because we did say 2-1. We didn't want to write out S7 so quickly. So technically, if they take control, that will be a prediction done correctly again. But still, man, look at the stats. It tells you what you need to know. 14 kills for Storm, 152 impact, highest in the whole lobby. 10 and 10 for Fadi and Hax. And, well, I just hope S7 sits up and locks in for the third map.
9-5 is our final score there, ladies and gentlemen, for map number 2 for our SND over on Slums. Which means we must prepare now, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare for control. The question now is, will S7X get around on board? Will they not get fully 3-0'd within this? Or is ASG just gonna stomp through the opposition again over here in standoff?
Wow, I gotta admire Production's confidence in S7 there, man. I mean, S7, SND Slums. Well, Production just made the correction, guys. That is that was supposed to be ASG's map. They won that by merit. And control standoff though, that's where we're headed right now. And if you look, I'm kind of a bit confused here on what I'm seeing right now, because did I just see a control standoff ban in the map bans list, and we're seeing control standoff on the maps? Yeah, that's probably.
Look, man, Warden's been dealing with a lot of issues here so far. It's okay. We can't read that well anyway. But what these players can do well is absolutely play the hell out of Call of Duty Mobile. And I want to know what teams you guys have on your fantasy. So let us know in the chat as well. Go do your fantasy teams on top of that, because the way this is going, or the way these series are going, I should say, I mean, it's hard to pick your teams for fantasy, man. With how good these teams are, how do you make a choice? How do you make a selection between what you know exists over here? The Titans of Call of Duty Mobile Africa, absolutely dominating through lobbies and games that we witness here. For APS, the African Pro Series is our second series that we've seen here today, that's been broadcasted. First one was an absolute banger, Black Matter. This one, you know, I can say that it was a banger. I trust Warden. I heard the commentary going on from Warden. Shout out Warden, by the way, my goat over there, coming in clutch with the casting halfway through, as we wait now for these players to get into the standoff map, the final map for the series. I want to know what you guys think is going to happen in this map. So guys, in the chat, let us know what your predictions are. What's the scoreline going to be for this control as well? Let us know over there. We love to hear your feedback.
Oh, let's still know, guys. Let's see what you think. And of course, for all you guys that stayed through with us from the beginning, from when we started till now, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the real MVPs out here supporting us. And of course, as we go into game 3, it's control on standoff. And of course, the stats, man. We cannot start a map without looking at those. 30 kills for Toxic in control and 0.91 KD.
0.91 KD, 30 kills, average of 15 within this, but somehow yet to grab an MVP in control over here. Will this be the game that Toxic yoinks that MVP from his teammates and gets the number on board for himself for that stat? I mean, time will tell. And then even further question is S7X gonna actually get a point, get a map on board over here? Is our prediction going to be correct? We did say 2-1 was going to be the final scoreline within this. So how good is our prediction skills, Black Matter?
Well, technically correctly 100% because we did get the first one correctly. Now we're almost at preserving our accurate prediction so far. If S7 does win this one, but man, I gotta tell you, that is not gonna be an easy win because ASG, they are so informed right now. You've got 7 Kenny that lineup, the 4 PDX roster player, you've got Toxic, you've also got these other guys, man. They came to fight, they came to win. Number 1 team currently in South Africa, according to the Carifest World Champs. You gotta mention that. And when you have a team like this, man, these guys are built to win.
Absolutely. I wish that I didn't have to leave AGC early, and I wish there wasn't delays at AGC so that I would have been on the South Africa qualifiers, or the Southern Africa qualifiers, and I wish that I gotten to commentate that and seen these boys in action live. But you know, we roll with it. I'm here with APS now. I get to witness these guys dominate, as we've seen through our first 2 maps, and we are waiting for the players to load in, ladies and gentlemen. Our control map over here, the second seed is being broadcasted for today. The first one was an absolute banger to kick us off on this Friday evening. UAHMT against Cyclone Gaming, and Cyclone took that one very quickly, 2-1. This one though, you know, we said 2-1 is the score. Currently it's looking like ASG want to prove us wrong. They want to go 3-0 within this, and if they do, we're gonna edit it in post to make it sound like I said 3-0. I'm not being wrong.
well, technically, control hasn't exactly always been S7's strongest point, because we did see the Carifest NG finals that just concluded recently, and well, ECL. I really don't want to talk about that right now. Yeah, I think let's not talk about that right now. So
let's talk about that.
S7.
No, we're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about it. That was shocking to witness. We're not gonna talk about it. If you guys want to see it, go look at the VODs that happened. Continue, Black.
Exactly. You want to see it? Go look at the VODs. That's all. Pump and play. But then, hey, S7. I mean, they're gonna be there for. You know, they're still here. They're still here. This is the league phase. And of course, if we can just look at that league standings one more time, production, if you can be so kind as to show us that league standings, we can see where ASG and S7 are currently. Of course, ASG being number 3, S7 directly below them, number 4. They are one of the top 4 teams. So technically, they are still looking good in the league phase.
No, absolutely within this. ASG, of course, gonna have a couple more points on board there right now as well. Cyclone with 8 in first over there, as we now get into our control. Players loaded in. Let's see what happens. Storm with that first blood over there. Nade crossing through. ASG filling up that kill feed. 4 found immediately. Make that 5 to the 1 that Virus had found for S7X. And ASG is on attack here, ladies and gentlemen. S7X will have to have an iron wall of a defense right now against their opposition, who are currently 2-0 to them.
ASG, man, these guys are strong, that's for sure. They know how to shoot, they know how to fight, they know how to play for points, they know how to control the game. 25-17 in barely 2 minutes since the mode started here. We are looking at a one-sided TDM in favor of ASG. Only 2 lives lost. And so far, man, you know there's a 10 life difference. Actually, 12 life difference, 11 life difference. Oh yeah, I think I can do math at this point because ASG does seem to be, you know, changing the numbers there every single time. But still, so far, man, S7 not their best round.
Yeah, 20 lives remaining for ASG, and time is ticking down, and so is the lives for S7X right now. Sprays come through, and another life being dropped. Trade out though, but can you even call it a trade out with this gap in the lives right now? And I mean, look at the captures happening as well. Split capture right now, 2 ticks over onto B, about 1.5 now on A. And no more despawns for S7X. An absolute tough game here so far against ASG to the, what's that, 13 lives remaining for ASG. 2 ticks confirmed over on a 3rd tick now approaching, lives dwindling down even more. 4 lives left. Objective A has been captured for ASG. Man, oh man, it's been absolute domination so far in this series from ASG.
Domination is the word, because only 2 life counts left and only 1, and well, Series 07, they even capture all the 3. Oh my goodness, almost all 3 ticks locked in. ASG say, you know what, we can play objective, we can play TDM, we can win either way, but we want to try to win both ways. Either you die faster than we can capture, or we capture faster than you can die. And that was exactly what happened in round 1. But now looking at round 2 here, we go straight. ASGs are now the ones defending, and Sierra 7 will not be the ones to capture.
I think there's only one word to describe how ASG is playing this out right now, and it's bloodlust. They have absolute bloodlust right now in this control. I mean, even in our previous game modes, hardpoint was absolute bloodlust from ASG. This one though, for round number 2 on control, slowing down just a bit, 25 to 23, quite even on the lives over here. Still advantage over to ASG. Toxic with the equalizers in hand right now, looking to go ahead and have some efficiency from it. Goes on to point, finds 1, looking for a 2nd perhaps over here. We even have a war machine up top on Fuddy. So this is the ops battle right now, but taken out by a hunter drone, I believe. Toxic going to be granted that elimination. 19 to 21 lives is what remains, and B has passed its first tick.
It's exactly how we started in the first round. AR is exactly what's happening all over again. And you see the TDM plays, you see the defense though, not exactly the best parts when it comes to the B flag, but then the war machine and now the Annie on Storm, the operator skills now coming out to play, but still got some operator skills being reserved on the side of VNX. And S7 though, they still have 1 more ops not yet played by Saint. Now comes out with that Sparrow, finds Pyro, 7 can fall, Spain, SKS does the work. 10 to 13. Nak punching gloves, wanna be the rocks, but unfortunately you are not him. Saint double kill. VNX finds 1 double ass of his own. 11 to 8. 1 tick locked in on both flags. 0-7. What is going on?
I mean, a much better showing though from S7X over here. They've evened out the lives, but even so, ASG, they've just hit more shots. They've just won more ones effectively, but still so close. At the end of it, it comes down to a 7v1, and some good work out of Fadi over there to take it down to no more despawns for ASG, but ASG still gonna go ahead and get that round. 2-0 is where we stand. 1 more round for ASG. Let's have that listen-ins that we know and love, ladies and gentlemen, in our final round over here.
A-bomb side. Place 1 there.
Go on the bomb side.
One pushed up here.
Bomb side, bomb. Let's get a bomb. Let's get on the bomb.
What's it called? Gas. One in gas already.
Alright, they go.
One is midi box.
Go him, go.
One is our spawn.
I know where this killer drone kills me. I know where this shit kills me, bro.
There's one more back.
Two
I think.
One go me daily. Zone in now. 2 daily.
One is A bomb. One is nice on Axe.
There's one mid. Tank.
One mid. You start.
One is
Tempest is all the way back of us, man.
There's a guy.
Yeah, he got me. Tempest is deep zone.
No way.
Alright, they go me.
Hey,
They're all in
man,
our
GG's,
spawn.
man.
One go me mid.
One is gone.
I mean, the most relatable line out of that was, ain't no way that ish kills me over there. And I mean, I think I say that one at least 7 times a day, Black Matter.
Yeah, honestly, and another thing that started out to me was I had some chuckles and some laughs in that call out. I don't know, maybe playing for fun to a whole different level, but still, the scoreboard is saying its own story. 7 to 15 here, double the life count in favor of ASG. They've got 1 tick locked in though when it comes to that capture, but it looks like they want to go full TDM this time around. They are.
Yeah, 23 seconds as well. They got to get this capture, increase that time, or just do what they did last time. Get both at the same time over here. Objective A has now been captured over by ASG. Again, still that double lives over there for ASG, now taking S7 down into that no respawn area. Virus though gonna have that death machine out, looking to maybe just even the odds just a little bit. In fact, gonna even the odds for a moment. Goes for the plate missile, but taken out unfortunately by Knock. 8-4 is where we stand. Make that 7, and we might just be counting down a bit over here with S7X. 6 lives left to the 4. No respawns for S7X over here. Hacks needs to get these kills over here. Needs to go ahead and take it down to no more respawns, and that's gonna force ASG to play a little bit more tactically. Series against S7X.
Man, I'm convinced the World Champs is gonna be crazy, because this is just wow. This is just ASG total dominance and control. Because why? I mean, okay, first off, let me start off with the fact that, right, we did not get our prediction correctly. We actually expected S7 to take control. And so yeah, let's point it out there. And now, secondly, we talk about the stats, because we have to look at 21 bomb dropped by 7 Ken and 17 dropped by Phoenix.
I'm gonna need editors to go back into the VOD and change it to make it sound like I said 3-0, just so I'm still correct. Because I know that will make Cal somewhere extremely mad as well. ASG with the full 3-0 wipeout over here in our series. 250-93, starting us off strong in Hacienda. 9-5 in Slums, and then a clean 3-0 in Control over here. Well done, ASG.
Well done, man. The first clean sweep of tonight. I mean, we did see a situation where Cyclone pulled a reverse sweep on the team they played against, of course, UAH Monarchs, HMT. So they pulled a reverse sweep, and ASG, they said, you know what, we're gonna pull a clean sweep. So yeah, second game done and dusted. Better luck next time at 7. But it is the league phase though, so it's not over. So technically they can still get more points on, you know, day 4 or maybe even day 5 of the APS season 3. Once again, shout out to our sports gaming for sponsoring the tournament, guys. The African Championship circuit as a whole, you wouldn't experience that without ASG.
And now you know what that means. One more series here for us to witness. Ascend Esports against Mighty Order to close off our nights over here. We are going to get to that leaderboard first. However, like Cyclone with that 8 still over there. ASG, man, oh man, what a showing. I'm still shell shocked at the dominance that we had today over here. So man, what a series that was. I mean, both series that we've actually gotten to commentate over here, Black Matter, has been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been impressive, honestly. Cyclone giving us a bang of a match. ASG making sure to show us what dominance is. And well, I want to see what Ascent shows up. Technically, they are the former ASG roster. So, well, let's see if they still got what it takes, man.
Last game over here, ladies and gentlemen, for our stream. I'm so excited. Just to confirm, we are going to an intermission to get these players back in. No, we're not actually. Oh, wow. We're going straight into the action right now, Black Matter. That's exciting right there. Oh, the stream's in. Wow. Oh, we don't have Ascend playing.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
why?
Wow.
Chat, I'm shell shocked.
What a day.
Warden, you have a beautiful voice in my ear. I just want to say that. That is our last game, apparently, guys. You guys need to stay tuned to all of the socials, to the leaderboards, to figure out the offline games results that are happening. I was confused over there, Black Man. I think I'm still shell shocked from what I just witnessed with ASG absolutely dominating that 3-0. But yeah, guys, if you want to see the results for the games played offline, go check out all of the stats that you need to. And then report to me as well if your predictions were correct as well, because I always love hearing your predictions.
Of course, guys, that is going to be everything. That's wraps for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the ASG YT. Don't forget to follow the Discord if you want to know the results on the remaining fixtures, guys. ASG dominated tonight. Cyclone reverse sweep tonight. And, well, that's all we get to witness. It's been Black Matter, it's been AR, and of course, it's been the African Pro Series Season 3. With that being said, day is done and dusted. Good night.